am here. I am cleaning my kitchen. My dog does not want to get out of bed. Since I have come to you last, unfortunately, we have lost one of my dogs, Piper. So we will take a moment to say um, good night, Piper, and thank you for being the best. But the story for this live is we're going to talk about Afro Man, of course, but we're going to be talking about how somebody tried to break into my house on Tuesday while I was here. So, as always, keeping things interesting here. Um, so on Tuesday, I was in my living room and I heard somebody trying to open my front door. And then I heard somebody trying to open it a second time. Now, the third time they tried to open my door, I went and I looked at the side window closest to the front door, and I saw some guy I didn't know in a mountain bike at like the foot of the steps to my front door, trying to get into my house. And it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just like, what the fuck? So I was just kind of in disbelief. I don't carry my phone around me or around the house with me. Like I'm not somebody who's constantly glued to my phone. It's one of those things. I'm not one of those people in my generation. So anyway, in disbelief, I just started looking at this guy and started yelling at him, "Get the fuck off my property!" And just like saying like "fuck off." And he just like noticed I was there, looked, and he like put a handkerchief up around his face so that he covered his face so I couldn't describe him, although I had already seen him at that point. And then he called me a bitch and told me to unlock the door and come outside, all of which I did not do. And then he tried kicking my door down a couple of times. Um, at that point, I grabbed my phone and I called the cops. Now, this is where my tale from Afro Man's differs because my door did not actually get broken down. My door did not get damaged because this guy was high and not actually that strong. He was high, but he was small. Um, and the cops actually came to help me and not break my door down. So all very interesting things, but I do want to say that the cops came to help me and not break my door down. So a high person came to break my door down. Oh, hello. How's it going, man? I hope your day is going well. I'm talking about how on Tuesday some dude tried to like break into my house and break my door down. But I'm also going to be talking about Afro Man in a second because that guy is a fucking hero of the people. And I'm trying to clean my kitchen, but like at the same time, I'm not exactly sure that's happening. So my dog is currently still in bed. He does not want to get out of bed. He's on strike. Diho Max, Diho Maxo, Diho Max Zero. Sorry, I'm bad at reading screen names. But anyway, anyway, when I started yelling at this guy to get the fuck off my property, and then I called the cops, then that's when he got on his bike and started like slowly riding away. And the cops got here pretty quickly and were patrolling around the street. I didn't get the greatest picture of him while he was like uh, pedaling away. Hey, Haley Mouse. Hey, lover. Oh, Haley, long time no see. Yes, I do have a dog. Diho, I actually had two dogs. Haley Mouse would know because she's a longtime viewer and we are big time buddies. Um, I had two dogs and I only have one now because Piper recently passed away, but my dog Kupo is like on strike not wanting to get out of bed yet. I'm on the West Coast, so it's like it's not quite 9. Is it 9 o'clock? Oh, it's just after 9 o'clock. Um, he's he's a miniature schnauzer, but yeah, his sister passed away and they were like stuck like glue together. I don't speak French. I speak very little French. So I speak West Coast Canadian French, which is like merde and bonjour, and like mostly the main things that you would speak in terms of conversational French. Um, I speak a little bit of something called Michif, which is a mixture of Cree and French, which is something that Métis people speak or Michif people speak, which is something that you can look up, which is like a weird bastardization of a couple languages. Oh, you speak French. Awesome. Do you speak Quebecois French or do you speak like Francophone French? Because the funny thing I find is that some people from France who try and speak French to people from Quebec, they're like, "What the hell are you saying?" Because there's some vernacular, like some words that Quebecois people use that French people don't. I don't have kids, no. Yeah, so anyway, my dogs are my kids. But so yeah, guy was trying to break into my house. I was yelling at him to get the fuck off my property. He was high, but he was not very good at breaking into houses or kicking my door down. Um, and the cops, when they came to my house, because they were patrolling around the street for like maybe an hour. So a cop came to my door and I was like, "Oh, I have a picture of him," because I sent like or I gave a description to dispatch. And I was just like, I have a really bad picture of him, but it's like the back of him, so you would get like a description of like his clothing. And he's like, "Oh no, I have a picture." And he's like, "Is it this guy?" And he had like a 1080p resolution image of the guy who was fucking with me earlier in the day in like the clothing with the bike that he had. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's the guy." And I'm like, "How did you get that?" And he's just like, "Oh, he was casing cars down the street. Your neighbor took a picture of him with his security camera. So we have a picture of the guy. We don't have him yet." But, oh, so lover, what happened was, is I was Tuesday afternoon this week. I was sitting in my living room and I heard somebody try and open my door. Now, thankfully, I always lock my doors. But then I heard somebody try and open my door a second and a third time. And so, thinking it might be like one of my family members trying to unlock my door with like a key, I go to the side window near my front door and I look and I see somebody I don't know trying to get into my house. And they have a mountain bike right at the foot of the like steps leading up to my front door. And I'm just like in disbelief and I'm pissed off, right? And so I start yelling at him. He hasn't seen me yet to get the fuck off my property. And I'm like yelling at him. And I'm like, "Get the fuck off my property, like fuck off." And then at that point he sees me. He's a little bit high. He's not like really with it. He's probably about my size, so he's smaller. Like he's less than 150 pounds or around 150 pounds and like around 5'8" or 5'9". And he looks at me and then he's got this handkerchief around his face. So he brings it up around his face, but I've already seen him, right? So he's just kind of a dipshit. And then he's just like, "Hey, bitch, unlock the door, come outside." I'm like, "Yeah, that's gonna happen, fucking dipshit." And then he just starts trying to kick the door down. So after like four attempts of trying to kick the door down, then I grab my phone and I call the cops. I was saying when Deho got here that this is when my story from Afro Man's starts to diverge because A, my door did not get broken down. Two, the cops were not the ones breaking down the door. The cops were the ones who came to my defense. So, diverging. But we are going to talk about Afro Man. However, The cops did come to the neighborhood quite quickly because I was telling them that this guy like went off on his mountain bike after I was telling him to get the fuck out of my house or get the fuck off my property. And when he realized I was calling the cops, he was like, "Yeah, I should probably get out of here." Um, so about like an hour later, after the cops had patrolled the neighborhood, a cop came to like just get my statement. And when I was telling him what went on, I was like, I have a really bad picture of him like pedaling away. And I said, it's like you would have the clothing, but it doesn't, it's not a great picture. And he's just like, oh no, is it this guy? And he had like a 1080p image of this guy with what he was wearing that day and the bike. And I'm like, yeah, it's that guy. And I'm just like, how'd you get that? I'm like, did you get him? And he's like, no, we don't have him yet, but we have this picture because he was casing cars down the street and your neighbor gave it to us. And so I was like, well, hot shit. So I like honestly, I don't know if they caught him yet, and it'll be like one of those catch and release things because that's the way this shit rolls. But it it was just kind of it was one of those weird ass things that happened this week where you're just like, interesting, interesting. Yeah, I'm actually going to be saving up for cameras. So if anybody wants to donate to a camera fund, I'm kidding, but I am going to be saving up for cameras because I have realized that hey, they can be helpful. And also, I have problems with my neighbors parking in my property and blocking me into my garage in the back. So, you know, good times, good times. Woo! But Afro Man, guys, Afro Man. Oh, okay, so my mom was super sick while all this was happening, and she had called in sick the day before for the first time in like a decade. And so I didn't want to bug her at work and say like, hey, somebody just tried to break into my house, just to let you know. She would have left work. It would have been bad, right? And so I never talk to my father. Like, it's just not something I do. And by the way, my mom and my dad are still together, by the way. I talk like they're not, they are. um, and oh, Haley, I will show you. Give me 1 second. I have these honey ginger packets. Honey ginger. And then a ginger peach tea. And what I do is I put one of the honey ginger crystallized packets in here with one of the ginger tea peach ones, and it's perfect. And that is what I drink all day. And it keeps me from being like physically ill. Anyway. Sorry, I'm so sorry I spaced out. What was I talking about? I was talking about tea and then I totally forgot. It's delicious, actually. It is oh, my father. I was talking, so I never talk to my father, but I call the house phone and I'm just like, it's about 2:30. I leave a message and I'm like, hey, John, just to let you know, somebody tried to break into my house at about 1:15. I called the cops. They're looking for him. Everything's fine. I don't want to tell Mary because she's very sick and she will leave work. So, just let her know when she gets home. And I'm fine. And I'm gonna go do some laundry. So, he called me back later. Hey, Alyssa. Alyssa Leduc. Are you from Leduc? Sorry, Leduc is a place in Alberta, but that's probably just your last name. And so anyway, my dad ended up calling me back like maybe 45 minutes later, and he's just like, Jenny, and he's just like, are you telling me that somebody tried to break into your house today? And I'm like, yes. And he's just like, at 1:15 in the morning or the afternoon? And I'm just like, oh no, in the afternoon. If it was in the morning, I would be much more pissed off. And he's just like, oh, okay. Oh, hey, Alyssa. Well, hello to a fellow Canadian. You should donate some money to me, but I don't have a donation link because I don't have enough subscribers to have any sort of monetization. But thank you very much for the thought. Um, and then he's just like, they tried to break in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, yeah, they tried to break in at 1 in the afternoon, but I would have much preferred that to 1 in the morning because I would have been mighty pissed off if they tried to do that. Because I would have been very groggy and not very happy. And he's just like, well, hot damn. And he's just like, just in the middle of the day. And I'm like, yeah, the neighbors were moving out across the street. He wasn't fucking with them. And then he's just like, no shit. And I'm like, yeah, I was like totally trying to kick my door down. He wasn't very big though. And then he was just, he just thought it was like kind of the funniest thing. And then he was just like, actually, you've lived there for a long time. So statistically speaking, that's not too bad. And I'm like, I thought the same thing. And I'm like, don't try and calm me down. I told you I was going to do my laundry. Like, calm down. And so my mom phoned me later in the day, freaking out, being like, oh my God, somebody tried to break into your house. And so I was just like, yeah, yeah, calm down. And so when the cop left after he got my statement, he's just like, do you want me to refer you to victim services? And I'm like, no. Thanks, dude, but no. And he's just like, well, I'm sorry, some crazy dude tried to break down your door. And I'm like, not your fault. Yeah, I just stripped the wallpaper from here. I have a 1950s house, so this used to have like really bad floral wallpaper on it. So I'm sorry everything is is shabby chic right now, but you can see like I took this really old light fixture from downstairs that has like it's really interesting when you turn it on actually. It's got all these like hemp string woven together. It's like this crazy 50s light fixture, but it's cool. Anyway, I took these things from my house that are like I reused them just because I'm still redecorating. Anyway, um, yeah, so that was my week this week, but I want to talk about Afro Man because Afro Man, holy shit, did that man turn his bad times into a fucking good time? And is he ever an American hero? Like, and in this day and age of such tumultuous times, like in terms of politically, economically, socially, he's the one thing that everybody can agree on. He's just like, yes, we can agree on Afro Man. He is the one thing that'll across all political spectrums and across all sorts of demographics. He is absolutely just picking up numbers for sure. Hi Ella, how you doing? We just finished with the story of how somebody tried to break into my house, but we're on to Afro Man now, and we are going to be talking about some of his songs because he wrote an entire album called Lemon Pound Cake about how I believe it's the Adams County Sheriff broke into his house and broke his gate and his door and traumatized his kids. And he wrote some really catchy songs. And he dog walked them in court. And it was one of the best things I have ever seen in my life. And It, I, I can't even, I can't even. I was thinking about doing like an entire trial rewatch because I didn't watch the trial, except for I think so many people are doing that it's just going to be like completely and totally redone. Um, However, excuse me, I'm sorry. There are a couple of his songs. No, Diho, I don't play computer games really. I am kind of boring like that. I don't have a good computer. I'm kind of poor. But it makes things interesting. It always keeps things interesting. Syndicate. Oh, Syndicate. Yes, I like stupid shit. Oh, I wonder who you are. Um, yes, I do like stupid shit. Apparently, according to you. I don't know who you are, but apparently you're funny as fuck. Why are you here? According to Syndicate shit, the First Amendment is silly. It's stupid. Is that is that what it is? Deho, you have 1 million subscribers? I have about I have no clue how many I have. I have not tried to get any. I hate to say that. I am the least I am the least yeah, I don't try and really get any sort of subscribers. I'm really shitty at, trying to promote myself in any way. I have 93 subscribers. Okay, so without much ado, I have 93 subscribers. And you know what? Thank you to those 93 people because some people might think that 93 subscribers is absolutely abysmal. I think that's fucking awesome. And if people think that's ridiculous, I don't give two flying fucks about it. But to the 93 subscribers, hi, thank you. You guys are awesome. And thanks to the people who are here today. And if Haley Mouse is still here, Haley Mouse, I love you. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry that I've been hiding from the internet and life. Hi, Leanne. How's it going? Yeah, so that's basically me. That's basically life. That's me in a nutshell. I am supposed to be cleaning my kitchen and I'm not. Do you guys want to see my dog? I'm pretty sure he's still yeah, Leanne, I think most of you guys are new because I don't have any people come on here because I never stream. All right. Hi, Koopo. Do you want to get to bed or are you going to stay in bed every single day? Are you going to stay up all day? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, what a cutie. What a cutie. Oh. So this is my dog Koopo, and unfortunately, yeah, he just lost his sister recently, and they were thick as thieves. They were together every day for 10 years, and they were real brother and sister, so they were completely bonded. But yeah, this is my my dude. He's my co-pilot, and I live in a house that's being renovated. It's an old 50s house. And right now there's snow outside because we're in this continual sort of cycle of there being like no snow and then like a foot of snow and then no snow and a foot of snow. So we're going to let Koopo outside. Hey, buddy. There you go. There you go. Yeah, go ahead, bud. You silly shit. Oh, you just want to sit out here. I live in northern British Columbia. So I'm pretty rural. And my windows are not that clean. He's gonna be outside for just a little bit. But yeah, so this is my life. I very rarely go live. I just came on here to tell the story of what? Leanne? What the hell? What? Sorry for my language. You live in northern British Columbia? Where do you, what? Are you messing with me? Cause I'm sorry, you live in BC? Whereabouts in BC do you live? I try not to give if you don't want to say, that's okay. I try not to give my location away in BC too much because I'm not in a big city. You're in Tumbler Ridge. Oh, I'm so sorry, Leanne. Your community has seen a lot of I'm sorry. I'm from very, very close to you. So I apologize for my mind just kind of going blank. To our friends that are here, Leanne is from a community that has had a mass shooting, a mass school shooting, and for Canada, that is very rare. And I'm talking about extremely rare. And it was devastating for all of Canada, but for Leanne and for the people around her, it would have been horrifying because that community is incredibly close-knit. So Leanne, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. That's a lot to have happen. So anybody, if you have a moment just to give a couple of good thoughts in the universe or prayers, if that's what you do, to the people of Tumbler Ridge, if you could do that, I would appreciate it. Do I eat a lot of Go-Gurt? No, I don't. Oh, your mom and your dad passed away in a car accident? I'm so sorry to hear that. That's really sad. Yeah, guys, well, I'm sorry that everybody seemed to have like a really hard time here, but it's nice to have some community. You lost your teacher. Oh, I'm so sorry. So you must be younger then, hey? Wow. Well, Leanne, I'm really sorry about that. That's I can't even imagine. And I think people just don't even know what to say to you because they don't know how best to help you and how best to support you. And so please give some grace to the people. Sorry, I'm showing my dog because he's cute. Give some grace to the people who are trying their best to help you and who are making mistakes and maybe just don't know how. Same with Deho. Same with the other people in the chat. For those who, in times of strife, in times of tragedy, people will try and help and maybe just not do necessarily like what you think is the right thing. Hi, Koopa. And it's because they're trying and their heart is in the right place. And sometimes if you let them know what it is that would help you, if you do know, sometimes you don't even know, but like say if hi Mike Brown. Like say if you need a little bit of time processing events before talking to somebody about them, or before talking to family members about them, and say that they want to just come in and support you, and they kind of give it to, or they pressure you, or they kind of suffocate you a bit. You know, you can ask them for a little bit of space and a little bit of time and room, right? And, you know, just things like that. You can ask for small things like that, which make a huge difference. And if people ask of you to respect things like that, please try and do that as well. Hi, Mike Brown. I hope you're having a great day too. Mike, we were talking about a whole bunch of things, and I was trying to clean my kitchen, and now we're talking a little bit about loss and trauma. And my dog is scuffling around. I'm gonna go see what he's scuffling around around on the floor at. You want to go outside, Kupo? Okay, come on, bud. We're just talking a little bit now about loss, trauma, and how best to respect yourself, how best to respect others, and you know, just how to find grace in some of those situations. And I know this kind of got into, like, this went to an not an odd place, but this goes wherever it goes. But yeah, just everybody know that it's okay. It's okay to ask for small things. And it's the people who are able to give you that grace are wanting the best for you and are trying to show their love in a way that is respectful to you. Mike, I'm sorry about losing your mom. That would be... Honestly, I'm really close with my mom, so losing my mom would be really hard, but honestly, just losing a parent or losing like a sibling, so Neva, or I'm sorry if I've said that the wrong way, Neva, I'm sorry you lost your dad and brother. Haley Ann, have a great day. Take care of yourself, okay? Make sure to ask for things if you need them. Moms are rocks, you're right. Moms are the glue that keep things together, Mike. In a lot of families, and I can't say this for every family because there's always exceptions, but this is the way it is in my family. My mom is the glue. She is the thing that keeps everything together. She is what keeps everyone together. She is the mediator. She is the peacekeeper. And for some people, that might be the dad. You know, for some people, that might be a sibling. It really is different for everyone. And so for those of you, I think most of the people in the chat here, we're kind of everybody is sharing their losses, which thank you very much for being comfortable enough to share that here. And it's so hard to even share some of that, to be completely honest with you. And so the fact that we can come here and share some of that, and just be able to sit with it, be comfortable, be here with people who are comfortable is a really big thing. So thank you, people who are here. Thank you to the new people who are here, because I think almost everybody here is new except for Haley. So I love you, Haley, but thank you everybody else that's new. And to everybody here that has, you know, experienced so much loss, thank you for keeping going. Thank you for being a support to others, because sometimes you know that it gets really, really hard on days when you don't really want to tell people. It gets hard. So yeah. Mike Diho was sharing with us that he lost his parents in a car accident, which sounded awful. And I'm not sure if he was young, but he sounded like he was younger when that happened. But anyway, so just for the people who are here, you're survivors. Thank you for being here. You're awesome. I think I'm pretty much gonna wrap it up, but thank you for all the people who honestly who made it here, who found their way here to my random live stream. And Diho, you're so young. Diho, how are you? You're so young. That is insane. Sorry, that's insane. Sorry. That is, oh gosh. Yeah. Life is weird these days, guys. And it's, give some love to the people who you love. Make sure, you know, your people are safe. Make sure to have some laughs as well. Sending love. Have a good day. Bye, guys.